Do not join the Pokemon card business without first understanding what you're getting yourself into. Like I did. My name is Mike out of JAGPoke, startup business here in Virginia Beach. And this is my testimony for 3 months in the building, 3 months in the business. Yeah, so let's get right to it. Don't start a Pokemon card business if you don't understand or fully grasp the sacrifices that you're going to have to make, both time and financial sacrifices. So when I started, I understood that starting a Pokemon card business, starting any business actually, you are going to need funds to start it, and it's going to take up a lot of your time. So learning lessons that I've had is, yes, it takes up a lot of time. The time being taken up is not an issue for me. I'm a night owl. I stay up all hours of the night doing work. Well, before I would stay up all hours of the night, like playing Call of Duty or something like that, or watching YouTube videos, or just watching TV or something, or doing homework. And then I started a Pokemon card business. And now I'm up all hours of the night after completing my homework, researching cards, looking up strategies, researching product. Yeah, the whole nine. And I understood that it would take a lot of funds initially to get started. Now, where I messed up at, I jumped the gun. I started with Japanese, but I jumped the gun for the English hype. And I believe that starting a business is all about learning lessons. You're gonna mess up. And this was one of my mess ups. I definitely jumped the gun too early. I tried to get into a sector of the market that I wasn't ready for. And I'm upset with myself for not taking the time and putting in the work and putting in the effort to get my name out there more before jumping into this sector. But I applaud myself for realizing it and drawing back. So it's gonna take a little bit of rework. I did lose, I won't say a significant amount of money, but I definitely did lose a chunk of change during this venture. And it's just time to recalibrate. So in my recalibration, I'm recalibrating my website, recalibrating my strategy, and I'm recalibrating my product source. Not source, but I'm recalibrating my product type. You could call it recalibrating. I look at it more so as back to square one, basically. Back to square one, I am primarily going back to Japanese seal product. I'm going to build myself up using Japanese sealed product. You know, I am a Pokemon guy, so obviously I will have English stuff. I'm also a part-time vendor, so English is it's not out of the question, but in the foreseeable future, I don't see any English sealed product on my website. Is going to be primarily Japanese. I am going to get into the Korean, so it's going to be Japanese and Korean on there. And singles, I'm going to try and see if I can get some traction with my singles on my website. I've been selling my singles on TCG Player, and I have great reviews for TCG. The fees, yes, they're going to be fees, but what is the alternative? Selling on Whatnot for more fees and potentially not even making money because it's a bidding system. Selling on eBay where your stuff may sit for months on end. If it's not a highly sought after card or super liquid. I've seen graded stuff, graded cards move faster on eBay, and I don't have that many graded cards that I'm ready to put out on the market yet. So it's gonna be raw singles, and hopefully I can get some traction on my raw singles, especially going to these different shows and vending at these different shows, giving them my business cards and having them follow me on Instagram and see what I have and see what products I have and everything. So, hey, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but that's that's less of a risk with a higher reward, because if my singles don't sell on my website, I can still fall back on TCG Player, and I can also fall further back on my vending shows. Because of my schedule, I can't vend as many shows as I would like. So that's why TCG Player is above the vending shows. But yeah, it's gonna be mainly Japanese. So the majority of my capital now is gonna go into Japanese and pushing that Japanese product out to the US market for those that don't have the opportunity or the connections to get Japanese cards, Japanese boxes from Japan, and aren't willing to fight with customs or pay the taxes and everything like that. So there's that. But yeah, it's definitely a learning lesson, and I believe that as a business owner, you should be 100% honest with yourself and 100% honest with your customers and your clientele. And my truth is, I messed up. I jumped the gun. I got excited. I got roped into the English sealed hype, trying to not necessarily be a top dog, but trying to elevate my status in that way because of how the market's going. But the fact is, Pokemon is a trust-based hobby. And people won't buy from you, especially online, if they don't know who you are. And the fact of the matter is, I had to sit myself down and be like, yo, nobody knows who you are. At least not yet. So you can't expect them to go to your website and pay above MSRP around market price for, you know, ETBs, booster bundles, booster boxes, collection boxes, whatever I had on my site, at least English wise. You can't expect them to go there and buy your stuff when they don't know who you are, which means they don't trust you. Now, selling singles and everything on TCG Player is different because there's a safety net for the buyer. And TCG is a trusted site. So those that buy off of TCG, yeah, they're taking a gamble on you, but there's a safety net, you know? And I think that I've been getting my name out there pretty well with TCG. TCG Player, like all my reviews are 100%. I take pride in how I ship my cards, how I package my cards. And I think that goes a long way. I also take pride in when I'm vending and making a connection with the customer and trying to help them as much as possible. So I think that goes a long way as well. So in my mind and in my heart, I believe that I'm doing the right thing, that I'm going about starting this business the right way. And I had a setback. And if you start a business and you don't have setbacks, then either you have the best luck in the world or you have the best luck in the world. You know, there's no company that I know of. There's no billion dollar, million dollar company that I know of that hasn't had any sort of setbacks. You know, it's a part of the business in a sense. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. More to follow, more to come. Now that I kind of understand where I need to be and understand what needs to be done, you know, I can get on socials a lot more. I can promote product that I know, not necessarily that I know it's gonna sell, but that I know once it picks up, if it picks up, hopefully it picks up, putting in the work, I can get product more easily. I can advertise to the right market. I can make more videos. So yeah, that was one of my biggest things about not having the social media presence that I should. That I didn't know what to talk about, and I was here and I was there and I was there and I was here. And I think now I kind of understand better what I need to do. You know, Pokemon news sets that's coming out, great. Reviews on sets, great. But they're probably gonna be more Japanese. You know, and it could be English as well. But like the English stuff that I'm gonna get is gonna be mainly for my singles and my vending, and just getting my name out there that way. You know, traveling more. And that's just where I'm at right now. So more to come, more to follow. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just reversing a little bit. I'm not even changing lanes. I'm just reversing a little bit and understanding what it takes to get my foot in the door and make it to the point that I want to get to. You know, I'm not trying to shortchange. I'm not trying to shortcut. And I don't believe that what I did or what I was doing was a shortcut. I just think that like I said, jumped the gun. I definitely jumped the gun on it. So it's time to recalibrate and then get back to it. So JAGPoke.com. It won't be down, but you'll definitely there's not gonna be anything really on there just yet. While I redo the website, add the singles tab, probably take away the English Pokemon tab. Maybe add a Korean tab. Maybe not. I think I might hold off on that until I have a steady flow of inventory in terms of Korean cards before I add an actual tab on there for that. But Japanese is definitely going to be there, and then I'm going to be diversifying my Japanese my Japanese product from not just the new sets that have recently come out, but trying to dig down and dive into some older sets as well, and get those on there for the niche buyers, the niche collectors. So yeah, like always, open and honest. I appreciate every one of you for giving me or allowing me to take up a little bit of your time, and yeah, more to come, man. So here we go. Peace, love, deuces.